Pulling up Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats.
So what are we doing?
Oh no, you had the whole thing set up, so I'm just following you.
That is terrifying. Okay.
Yep. We got little mics. Mine's like hidden.
Yeah, so is
she's
mine
playing
sort of.
with hers.
So if the audio sounds better, we're hoping it does because of this. Because we tried numerous times with the new, real good big mics that I bought to do it with the laptop, but unfortunately with the laptop it just kept not working with both mics, and then you have to get all these adapters, and it just wasn't working. And then even when we used the one, like the audio and the visual would never sync up, so I'd have to go and edit and try and sync everything up. It was just becoming impossible, so
These ones are like clearer. And
hopefully, we're hoping that it works. We tested it out on my phone earlier, so we're hoping it works.
So, what are we doing? Tonight.
Well,
Tonight.
yeah, it is Friday the 24th of May. So, what we are doing, if you haven't been paying, if you come from the main channel, you may have seen the hints that we've been dropping for the past couple months. We are starting a podcast. Now, we don't want to say too much, we don't want to put the name, the intro, anything out there just yet, because we want to obviously get a couple episodes filmed, test them all out, edit them, make sure we like them before we announce everything.
Brainstorm.
Yeah, but we just want to test some of this stuff out and see how our equipment holds up, and if we enjoy doing this, if we're going to be doing... Also, this is going to help us decide how long we want the episodes to be, because a lot of podcasts, they normally go for 1 or 2 hours. We may not do that. Some go for 20, 30 minutes, so it helps us figure out what our limit sort of is. I'm hoping that we could hopefully do 40, 50-minute episodes, maybe longer if we want to.
I know we talk for an hour, so...
We could easily do a podcast,
We'll
but
do that.
it's going to be very car related. You know, I think you guys will enjoy what we have, but if you guys, because I do have a community post. I'm starting to use the community tab over in the main channel on YouTube quite a bit more. So, if a post goes up saying, what do you think our next big exciting announcement is, feel free to hit podcast and feel free to go in the comments of that and let everyone know that you did in fact see the second channel video. But yeah, so we're just going to be testing a bunch of stuff out, and you know, just to really get an overview of how we're doing things, I have got some questions on my phone. I'm not being rude and being on my phone. I have written down some questions.
Hold on, actually.
But yeah, what are your thoughts on this, just while I pull it
I
up?
don't know. We're gonna fucking be talking about
Bullshit.
for an hour, so like...
You know, it's what we normally do.
Up my alley, I bet, so...
That's my mum in the background.
You don't want to know what's up my alley. There's a lot of weird stuff up there.
Yeah, I can imagine.
We're keeping that in because that's funny. That's how they normally talk to each other. Okay, so, like I said, I've got 5 questions written down. We're not going to go on massive tangents, but just little things so you guys can get a taste of what the podcast is going to be. We'll do bigger things in the podcast, but this is just a brief overview. So, number 1, what is your favourite memory from learning to drive? If you guys are on the main channel, you know we did a video on 5 things you should know before you drive for the first time. So, you know, I'm curious about your answer.
My favourite thing...
What's your first memory from learning to drive?
My first memory. Kind of 2 that come to mind. The very first one is...
I put too much tequila in here.
My mum took me out in a Ford Focus manual, and I've never driven manual, like the first time
And
driving
it's a 6-speed, isn't it?
a car. Yes.
6-speed turbo.
In a little car park, and I was just
Bunny hopping the shit out of it.
like just bunny hopping it. That's the one memory.
Yeah.
Until the boys told me, you gotta, you know, actually
Use the clutch.
find the rev match
Yeah.
and all that stuff. And then the second one is with my dad and just going to Casey when it was not.
No, Taylor.
Taylor,
Casey
sorry.
was already built.
Taylor.
I grew up around the area. Actually, from the time I was born till I was 12, I lived in Ngunnawal. So I actually with my dad and a family friend that lived up the road, there was a mechanic and eventually became a diesel mechanic. We used to go driving around there occasionally when it was being built. So I remember Hawke Park Drive. You know where that roundabout, that big roundabout is?
Just saying. That second memory, just going to Taylor,
Yeah.
driving with my dad, trying to learn how to actually drive a car.
He took you in the auto that
Yeah,
time.
it was in an auto, so I just had to go pedal and brake and steering wheel. So, not change gears.
Yeah. But you know that big roundabout if we go to my grandparents? My grandparents still live in Ngunnawal. That wasn't there. That wasn't always there. That used to be just a dead end with, you know those like little concrete pillars like what you would have at a car park and what's on the
Yeah, I
side?
know, yeah.
It was that big curve. They put that, like Hawke Park Drive was always there, but it wasn't that far up, and then it would start back up again near Amma Road, take you straight through to the airport. But yeah, I remember we used to just take the cars and go there and talk shit and then go walk around, and then all of a sudden me and our family friend, I'm not going to drop his name, but we would just be talking, and then, you know, I was like 7, and then we'd go, where's Dad? Where's Andy? Oh, fucking picking mushrooms somewhere.
Mushroom picker. Okay, what's number 2?
Number 2. What got you into cars?
Actually, a lot of things.
Okay.
Yeah, very funny, haha.
We need to get Mum a third mic and hook her into this so she can make those random smart ass comments.
She's so funny. So, what got me into cars was my brother.
I feel sad that the audience can't hear my mum, but it's fucking hilarious.
So, the Cars movie, very big 2002 movie. I loved, the DJ one. Yo, DJ! We got ourselves a nodder. Yeah, I can recite the whole thing.
Yeah, I know. You've done it multiple times.
We won't. But, yeah.
Normally
My brother,
I'm falling asleep.
the Cars movie, racing like V8 supercar, a little bit of Formula 1, but it was more V8 supercar, and my dad. Like, they're the people and things that got me into petrol engines, the roar of the engine, the fucking flame that comes out. And
Yeah. That implies, for the viewers, Formula 1 isn't that big of a thing in Australia. Like, it's still, they have events here.
We do have the Australian Grand Prix,
Yeah. But it's nowhere.
it's not as big
Yeah.
as V8 supercar.
So, a lot of, if you talk to anyone in Australia, they will say that they most of the time grew up watching the V8 supercars, the Bathurst race, the Queensland race, all of those races.
Bathurst 1000.
But, you know, I'm not discrediting it. There is a lot of Australians into Formula 1 and watch it religiously, but it's not... It's kind of like NASCAR in America. It's more of a specialized thing for America. The rest of us don't really watch it, but it's a thing.
Technically, after V8 supercars doing their stupid rules, and they're like... It's pretty much the same car. I know Formula 1's the same car, but Formula 1's more... fast.
Formula 1 has a lot more regulations because of...
The cars and how fast they're going.
Well,
they're going like 300 kilometers.
Yeah.
Just down.
Oh, fuck that. They're going
Just-
way more than that.
Just down like a little short road like that, but yeah.
Have you seen recently Scott McLaughlin? There was a lot of...
He's in IndyCar. He's not Formula 1, he's in IndyCar.
Yeah, but there was a lot of, you know, problems there. Because apparently he pressed a button that he wasn't supposed to, but it didn't do anything. It didn't give him an advantage.
Oh,
I like him because he used to race for Ford, but...
It was when we were in Bathurst, he pressed that button and it didn't do anything. He didn't get an advantage, but he still got...
He still did it, and he got penalised accordingly.
He still got penalised because he
shouldn't have touched it.
He shouldn't have touched it.
What are your opinions on that whole debacle?
I don't know. I haven't researched it. I haven't looked at it. I haven't seen
But
the
off the
race.
top of your head,
But
from...
off the top of my head, if he didn't gain a space
He
or
didn't need to press it.
or not lose a space and it didn't make his car faster or slower, yeah, he shouldn't have touched it, but like you're in a fucking race, like
Yeah.
your head's going 1,000 miles per hour, like the car.
Mm.
So I'm just saying, Scotty, he's good. Like I've seen him in V8 Supercar, he's good. You know, New
Although
Zealander.
not the first cheating scandal that he's been tied to. Remember
Yeah.
when he got caught with the fucking wrong engine?
In what? In IndyCar or V8?
I think it might have been V8. Might have to look it up. Don't
No.
quote us on any of this, but it's not the first kind of scandal he's been tied up into.
Yeah, but
I
that
feel
button one, they shouldn't have done anything, because if it didn't do anything, then why should
But then
they do
again,
anything?
if he knew it wasn't going to do anything, he shouldn't have pressed it. Like, I love him.
Well, maybe...
Great guy. I
maybe-
follow him on Instagram.
Maybe
but,
he doesn't know, like,
yeah.
you know... I know,
And he said
I
it
know
was just out of old habit. But,
Yeah.
you know, he used to drive
V8
V8
Supercar.
supercars, so
That
they
has-
don't have those buttons there. Not
Some-
where the
or-
Formula 1
All they
one.
probably do is just a different button to, like,
Yeah.
release, or a release, or
Mm.
jack stands or
Yeah.
something.
Anyway,
But yeah, that's my
this
thing.
is what the podcast is going to be. Us talking about kind of random new shit in the car community, events
What-
going on,
what
and
we
our
can
opinions
find.
on certain things.
What we can find, pretty much.
Yeah.
Shit
Well,
we
you know,
can-
because I'm
shit we
interested
can
in
go
that
on.
sort of stuff. Okay. Top Gear Australia. Yes or no? We are currently
want-
rewatching all of the original British
I
Top Gear.
want to watch it because it has that guy from Mighty Car Mods, and he is a funny fucker. Like, I've watched Mighty Car Mods, if you're Australian or not, Mighty Car Mods. Very good YouTube.
Because,
Like,
yeah, they
yeah.
helped you out when you were doing work on your Bumby, weren't they? Because
They
you
built-
watched their series
They built a Brumby,
Mm.
and I didn't have a Brumby.
at that point.
But they built it, and then they put a new engine in it, and then they got people from Subaru and people who actually...
Know what they're looking at?
There is a community in Victoria, that actually builds parts for the Brumbies, like four-wheel drive parts for Brumbies.
Weren't you talking about
So,
getting
like,
in
diff
contact
locks.
with one of them about something?
Yes and no. Like,
Feel
like,
free to chat.
because they're Brumby fanatics. Like, they release videos of little tips and tricks what they can do that you can do at home. Like, event was broken. He's like, get a hose clean, you can poke it in there and make it work again. And I was like, that's pretty cool. Like, they got DIY tips and tricks because they love Brumbies and they want to see them on the road.
Yeah.
I was going to get in contact for something that I had.
Was it possibly a cup holder or something?
No, that was a different dude. He makes
Okay.
3D printed cup holders for the Brumby.
Okay. No,
Uh,
I remember you saying something about heating up a 3D printer, and then I remember 2 sentences later you said something about cup holder. Here's the thing, he normally tells me this sort of shit as I'm starting to finally fall asleep, and I don't normally fall asleep till 1 o'clock in the morning, so I'm just like,
I'm like,
cool.
cup holders, and you're like, huh?
Like,
And then it's like, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. Yeah. But no, I want to watch it. Like, I
Yeah.
want to see how it goes. If the first thing's, like, episode's good, go
Mm.
second, and if that's good, then I'll watch some more, and then we'll see.
do you,
like,
do
I
you
think-
think that you will get into it? Like,
There will be Aussie humour, like, of course.
yeah, and you know, we
'cause
grew
it's-
up with that.
It's 3 Aussie blokes, like. You
But then,
can't-
you know, you
can't
can
get
argue
any
the same
more
for the
Aussie.
original Top Gear. That was 3 British dumbasses.
These are 3, like, one's a footy player, one's an actual car mechanic, and the other one's
Just a random dude that showed up.
just that, you know?
Okay.
But I think they're trying to take a formula and trying to put it
Yeah.
into that, but I'm like, make
Don't
your
fuck
own,
with the original,
make-
but also,
make your own formula.
yeah.
Like, yes, you have 3 guys, you're talking about cars.
But like, find
but
your own energy and
find-
bounce off that.
Yeah, find your own energy and your producers and your
And don't
co-hosts.
punch your producer over hot food.
We did.
We learned that last
Yeah.
night.
Yeah, we did
We
research.
want to get into all of that because
But,
I
yeah.
have a special place in my heart for Top Gear, the original. I mean, my grandfather is British, so not that that really has anything to do with it. Your grandmother was British, don't give me that. But yeah, it's just because I grew up watching that, it's got a special place in my heart. And I remember when we went to Bathurst, that video will also be going on the main channel. Each night before we went to bed, because they don't let you put streaming services on the particular TV at our hotel, or they might have, but I couldn't see it.
No, it was
just normal TV
it was
and
just
DVD
normal
player.
TV.
So I had my laptop, and I was like, oh, what's on Stan? And we just started watching the original Top Gear while sleeping right next to the Bathurst racetrack, and that was the best moment of my life.
You're fucking welcome, because
Thank
you
you.
said, "Oh, we won't get beside trackside." And I'm like, "No, there's a hotel there," and you're like, "No, there isn't." I'm like, "That's."
I've never been to Bathurst
And I'm like,
before.
"That's where I booked. It is literally on the racetrack here." No.
Me just giving him half of the money, going, I don't know what we're staying.
So-
Hopefully it works out.
So it was like,
It's like $1,000, but you know.
yeah, it was like $100 more for like the suite with the jacuzzi.
I
So
fucking love
we
that
went-
jacuzzi.
We went for it.
I use that jacuzzi every day to work there.
And it was a bigger room, bigger balcony, and it was.
The view was amazing.
It was. You could see Conrod. You could see the racetrack,
You
but
can see everything.
you were like Conrod Straight, and then that bend, and then it goes on, and then like it ends because you can't see anymore.
We do have a video of Corey driving down the track a couple times. However, we won't be sharing that because that is his personal car. But
Yeah, that
it was
car
very
was
surreal,
cool.
like sitting on the balcony and just watching him drive past and seeing the look on his face. Even though I'm blind as shit, more so in this eye, I could see him without my glasses on going, yeah!
You can't really speed there. Next question,
Okay,
because we're up to
16 minutes.
16 minutes.
It can go a little bit longer, that's fine, but... Okay, best car channels on YouTube and why. You already dived into one of it, but let's go. Not five, you can do as many as you want. Best car channels on YouTube.
Donut Media, of course.
Yes.
Mighty Car Mods.
Never watched it. I have never watched it.
Yes and no.
Yes and no, explain.
Well,
I'm not trying to call it beef for those
sometimes
views.
they don't.
Bit hit and miss with content.
Yeah, like I'd like to watch them, but I want crazy car people like Donut Media. They're crazy. They're like, let's put this on our car and see if it
Let's
fits.
do high-low.
Let's see if it fits. It doesn't fit. We'll make it fit.
Yeah.
And then it looks
Determined.
janky as F, and it's like, how does that even? It didn't even work. But yeah, it's.
But we had fun doing it. More power, baby.
And then there's this other channel that I haven't subscribed to, but I do look at it all the time. It's about my white car, but he has
Oh,
one.
I know who you're talking about.
Or maybe, I don't know. But
Chris Fix It?
No, Chris Fix
Oh.
has one.
I
But
don't-
no, this
sorry.
dude, he has the same car that I have, but he does upgrades. Like, he tells you, I'm upgrading this. I'm gonna show you how to fit it.
We'll see if it works.
And he's like, I think he's in America or Britain. But I don't know if he's in Australia.
American and British people sound way different. Just saying.
I know, but I haven't seen what he's doing lately. But yeah, he's like, we're in the shed, we're fixing this car. I don't know his channel name, sadly, but
We'll find it probably.
Donut Media, Chris Fix It, and fucking Mighty Car Mods, greatest car channels out.
Also,
and that Ann chick, you know the Ann chick, the one with the R35.
oh, Annie.
Annie.
Life of Annie on TikTok.
That's good. I
love her. She's
I like
so
her
cool.
Instagram.
I've got her on TikTok.
She's got a YouTube channel as well. She fixes
I've
cars.
never seen her YouTube channel.
She fixes her cars on there.
Well, I know what I'm watching while you're at work tomorrow.
But yeah, she's pretty cool.
She's cool.
So check her out if you want. But
Also, the other person, this is just personal because I actually
Yeah.
have spoken to do quite a bit. Project ADM, AJ Clark. Project ADM, he is awesome. I've spoken to him before on my personal Instagram and on the joint one because actually, and I'm so sad about this, I saw him when we went to the Blossom Society, which is where I got this from. Well, you got it, and I just wear it all the time. We went to the Blossom Society birthday bash last year in Sydney, and I saw AJ there, and I wanted to go and say hi, but, like, I'm very different. Like, I'm very confident and happy to talk to people over messages.
But, yeah.
Social anxiety in real life. Plus, he was really busy because he was doing that subscriber giveaway with the Subaru wheel. No, it wasn't the actual car, it was the wheel.
It was the Ray wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a giveaway for, like,
Yeah.
a set of 4 Ray wheels that
Yeah.
fit something, I don't know. I don't know the stud pattern, but I
Yeah.
was like, if
He's a type fitter, that's why
And
he's
I'm
going
like-
into all this.
like, if I knew the stud pattern,
You'd know off by
I
heart.
would have entered, but I didn't know the stud pattern.
I mean, we probably could have broken to him and he would have told
I
us.
didn't know the stud pattern.
But yeah, I'm
Yeah.
still so sad about it. I feel like because I did talk to him quite a bit, that we should have gone up and spoken to him. But hopefully at the next car event and we see him, I will definitely go and talk to him and go, hey, stop.
What's your what's your YouTube car
So,
people?
Donut Media, Project JDM, AJ Clark, whichever one you want to call it.
Oh, yeah,
Um,
same time.
I think Richard Hammond, personal thing, I think it's called Drive Chib or something like that.
I don't know, but he's doing.
He's got his own thing,
He's doing
but
a
yeah,
lot with
him.
Subaru.
Yeah, normally a lot of the car stuff I watch is on Netflix and stuff like, the
Yeah.
Restorer ones and that, Tex-Mex Motored, fucking love that. I wish,
I
I don't know
watched.
if they got renewed for season 2, I haven't heard anything.
I watched Fast and Loud. That's Gas Monkey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the Rough Valley Restorers, you know, the guy that goes and fixes cars real cheap and everyone's like, but you're setting up a bank club. But he's such a sweet person and he's like, yeah, but it's something that's been in their family for
But
years.
it's cool.
It should be fixed. I'm more so into the car show versus the car channel, but...
Oh, we're going to a car show, by the way.
Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting about
that's
that.
Jap-
We will actually vlog that, but
Jap-
once we will remember.
Jap House.
Mm.
That's- Yeah, I wanted to go, and I was like, "You want to go?" And she's like, okay.
Car show? And then you said food truck, and I went, okay.
She likes food truck. Okay,
Clearly.
what's the last?
The last
Thing.
one is, okay, this one is very... Piss off. I'm not asking questions.
Looking at the question.
Okay, so, last and final question is kind of loaded. Dealing with content creation while also working, what is your take on that?
Yes, some days it's hard because you come home from work and all you want to do is relax, but then
You realise that you've made a commitment to do other
then
shit.
you have to film, and sometimes
You
like
don't want to.
you
Which
don't you don't want to, but you kind of have
It's
to
gotta
to
be
get.
done.
It has to be done.
But then we're pretty good with it. We allow leeway, so if you do
It's-
have a day where you come home and you go, I don't want to film, we can put it off for a couple of days.
Yeah, but
It's hard
It's-
when you work full time.
like getting into it, like filming this video, I was very like.
Do we have to?
I dragged it out. I was talking to my brother. I was doing this. And I was like,
Yeah, but you know,
But-
your brother, you should be talking to him.
And I was like, but when we're actually doing it and actually actually
Talking.
getting into it, I'm like,
If
okay, I'm good.
let's go.
Let's go. I'm
It's one
where I
of those
get the
things
energy,
you don't want to do it until you're doing it, and then your brain kicks over.
and then I just get into it and
Yeah.
then finish it, and then it's like cool.
And then leave the editing
Back-
to me.
Back
Unless,
to knock out, but
yeah.
I'm not good with editing. Like I've
I mean,
tried.
he
I've
has
just-
to edit GoPro footage, and I've mentioned this before on the main channel. We bought the GoPro, like we bought it between us. We both went halves in it, and I was like, "This is the best camera ever. We can do it for everything. It's so small." We found out the hard way that I can't actually edit that footage without getting sick. I get really
Motion
bad motion
sickness.
sickness. I can't play most video games because of it, and apparently it's really common. Like, it's just because everything else in front of you is moving, but you're not moving, so you get sick.
Yeah, you're sitting still while everything's
Yeah.
moving.
So we found out the hard way I can't do that. So thankfully he has done those videos for us, and plus the series that I stupidly filmed on the GoPro was his Bumby series, so it was good for him to edit that the way he wanted it to look. But yeah, it's hard, but it's just a lot of content creators find that it's the procrastination of stopping because you go, but I don't want to work. But then once you do it, you go, oh, this is fun. Why did I procrastinate? It's a lot of, it happens to anyone. Doesn't matter
Yeah.
what field you're in, doesn't matter what you do,
I just
you always find
I
that.
just pretty much need that kick in the guts and go, we're filming, me.
I mean,
Oh fuck, we are
I try
filming.
not
Hello.
to bug you about it because I don't want to cause an argument, but at the same time, you know.
Yeah, I get it.
And sometimes, as bad as it sounds, yes, we live together, we see each other most nights. Sometimes when we film, that is the most that we talk that day. And I'm not saying this is a bad thing, but we're so used to each other that he'll go on his video games, or I'll start reading, or I'll start doing...
Like, don't get me
YouTube
wrong,
work.
we get, like, I come home.
We love each other, and we talk a lot, but this is...
I come home. It's okay, chill. I come home. She's already home. We sit down, we have dinner together, we talk about our day and whatever happened. And then we have a shower. And then
You play your game, and then
I play my game to, like, detox.
Yeah.
Detox. What a
Look
fancy
at you,
word.
being fancy.
And she goes on the bed and she looks...
I'm normally doing a bunch of stuff on the laptop and doing a bunch
she's
of work.
either working
YouTube stuff, business stuff.
her business, her YouTube,
Both of our YouTube channels.
and or work training that she has to do.
Yeah, online training for both jobs.
Yeah, so like we do interact with each other.
Yeah. And we talk a lot. Like, I'll laugh at something when I'm editing and go, fuck, you're salty about that. And then he'll
Yeah.
take his headphones off and go, what? And I'm like, you are so salty about this situation. And he's just pissing himself laughing. And we'll have those little moments. But sometimes this is the most that we'll talk. And that's not a bad thing. We live together. We've known each other since we were fucking 12.
And then some nights or days we go out, we hang out with friends, or we'll just go out, the both of us, and we'll just
Fuck around with the cars
Talk.
or have dinner.
talk bullshit.
Yeah.
And then we just have fun with cars or have dinner, and then
Yeah.
that's our lives, you know.
So that's how you find working full time and juggling content creation. So,
Yup. So is that it? Is that all the questions?
I think so.
Yeah, we got that.
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats.